We're very excited to bring Kymriah here to Roswell Park Cancer Center. This therapy is almost like a science fiction concept. What we are doing here is we are harnessing the patient's own immune system to fight against acute lymphocytic leukemia. So in general, what happens is we know that patients who have acute lymphocytic leukemia and other malignancies have had a failure of their own immune system to recognize and destroy the cancer cells in their body. The immune cells have been able to escape, particularly the T cells of the immune system that are responsible for seeking out and destroying those cancer cells. What we're looking to do in this therapy is to restore the ability of the patient's own T cells to recognize and eradicate the leukemia cells. So what we do in this situation is we take the patient's own T cells, we remove them from the body through a process called leukapheresis. We hook a large catheter into the patient's blood vessels, and we literally extract out the cells from their blood. This is an outpatient procedure. They just sit. It's similar to when they come and they donate platelets. We filter out the white cells, and it's a few-hour procedure. Then we take those white cells that we've collected from the patient's blood and we send it off to a company, and they actually genetically modify those patients' T cells. So it's like creating custom immune cells from that patient. Now, the benefit of that is, in contrast to a stem cell transplant or a bone marrow transplantation where you're getting cells from a different individual, these are the patient's own cells. So we modify them in the laboratory. That takes a few weeks. Then they get shipped back to us, and now they're armored. They're genetically modified to express receptors that can recognize a specific marker on the T cells, CD19, and they're altered so that when they recognize and bind the CD19 on those acute leukemia cells, they become activated and motivated. They grow within the patient's body, and they seek out and destroy the cancer cells. This is really a therapy which is groundbreaking in that it's taking your own cells out of your body, modifying them, and putting them back in.